We have a program manager certificate training that's typically 3 to 5 days long based on the type of certificate offered. We are going to be offering a similar training in Europe this year that is going to be modeled after the training that we offer incubator managers in the United States. But we've had people come from all over the world to attend our training that's offered there. And we've offered training in Bolivia and South Africa and Malaysia and different markets. Typically, what would happen is people would attend classes for either 3 consecutive days. We're also in the process of introducing an incubator certification. This is looking at certifying the program. This would be based on, however, developing a local standard. So, for example, if you were to develop a program certification for Spain, we would meet with different stakeholders of Madrid Emprende. We meet with different people in the government. We meet with stakeholders like universities, and we help to identify different points of assessment. And we could then, perhaps using the STAR system, say this is a 5-star incubator, this is a 4-star incubator. A lot of what business education, a lot of the education programs that we develop are as much for the sponsors as they are for the incubator managers, because sometimes you need to educate the project sponsor. So you bring someone from the local government to an NBIA event, so they can come up a learning curve, and they say, oh, okay, I understand now. This is what the value of business incubation is all about. And look at our website, and I'll give you my business card afterwards. You'll learn more about what the courses are about. I think that your question is how is the collaboration, well, what is the quality of collaboration between research parks and incubators, for example, in the United States, and how successful have those collaborations been? And what's the potential for those types of collaborations here in Spain? Is that right? What I find is the case is usually you might start with the economic development strategies usually involve these different elements, the science parks, the industrial parks, universities, incubators, and these different mechanisms. So you might have, for example, a university that's linked to an incubator, and then around that are graduates in an industrial park or a research park. Certainly they're part of an overarching economic development strategy. I myself think about them as logical complementars. And in the United States, you see that they are quite often co-developed initiatives. You want to retain this in the community, so you want to make sure that your graduates have a place to go to nearby. And you don't want to, as an incubator, have to be looking over hard for a place for them to graduate to when they leave the location. So it's helpful if there's a sister, a companion organization right there. And actually, to reinforce the point, I belong to a sister of innovation associations in the United States. So the president of the association, the Angel Capital Association, and the president of the National Association of Seed and Venture Funds, and the Association of University Research Parks, the Association of University Technology Managers, SSTI, it's a Technical Science Institute, and NBIA get together on a monthly basis, and we develop programming opportunities together. We share experiences, we learn about legislation that could affect our industries, but we all focus on innovation.
Yes, I believe that highly technological parks, pure technological plants, if we think about the industrial areas that are working better, those that we all have in mind, they are very much specialized. They either like a shoe industrial area or a food industrial area, but there are always some services associated. The software company that is helping them providing this industrial area, even lawyers already located in the industrial areas. So that model is the one that we have to take into consideration. Right now we have Móstoles Tecnológico, Leganés Tecnológico, the Cathedral for New Technologies, the project in Malaga, but in real life we have a bit of everything. Specialized areas, yes. Specialized in high technology, yes, but not to 100%. Always in these projects are to focus in one single sector, and a small percentage, maybe 20-30%, has to be open to other companies who do not work on that sector but are complementary, because new technologies are like a mix of a whole bunch of things. You go into internet, you go into the new products, and there are a mixture of new technologies that are remixing and giving new products. If you're only working with one single new technology, if you're in the metal industry, it's difficult. And maybe you can think about doing some combination with plastic or shoes or whatever. You have to have a much wider perspective when seeing the industrial development. For example, we are talking about highly technology material, and you have to focus in all of the materials, not only in one of them. Also, you're working in shoes, but maybe you can do shoes and bags, or you can work with the textile sector as well, because they can provide you some complements that can help you to survive and to go forward. So I do believe on highly technological plants, but in my humble opinion, sometimes they are too focused on one single sector, and they should be open to more things, and taking into consideration that there's a continued reformulation in technologies and a mixture of technologies. So therefore I believe that there has to be a certain balance, a balance between high technology with mid technology and low intensity technology, because maybe they need software programmers and that's no high technology, but that will complement this industrial park or this industrial area.